Alana, welcome to IGN. Today we're talking about something genuinely very good that EA is doing, and I really do think it's worth talking about. Please don't yell at me. For anyone who doesn't know, EA Originals is a collection of independently developed games published by EA. I sat down with Klaus Lingeled from Zoink Games a couple of weeks ago for a hands-on demo with the first EA Originals game, Faye. While the game itself is gorgeous, and you can read my impressions at the link below, it turns out it's pretty much untouched by EA, the extent of which really surprises me. Zoink Games had been working on Faye before they ever met with EA, and their meeting regarding becoming an EA Originals game was kind of the opposite of what the studio expected. I mean, if you're an indie developer and you're meeting with an enormous publisher about having them pay for publishing and marketing your little indie game, there's a lot of pressure to win them over. According to Lingeled though, EA was the one that aggressively sold them on the partnership and not the other way around. Apparently EA's pitch was to help with funding and marketing, to take absolutely zero profit. Zoink would still fully own the IP, and EA wouldn't really influence the original vision of Faye. No, there were no pressure to put microtransactions in the game. Supposedly, at one point, EA asked if they could market the game to children, and when Zoink said, that probably won't work, EA didn't tell them to change anything. There was even less of a fight regarding proceeds. Regarding profits, I reached out to EA and a representative told me, EA does not profit from EA Originals games. Beyond our initial investment in bringing the titles to market, all profits go into the hands of the studios that make them. That means EA will likely make back the money they spent marketing and publishing Faye, but everything beyond that goes straight to the studio. Makes you wonder why EA is doing it, especially when these studios could even present PR risks, like the A Way Out developers F the Oscars speech at the Game Awards.
F the Oscars, you know? F the Oscars!
A Way Out is the second EA Originals game, if you didn't know. When the program was announced in 2016 as a response to the love for Unravel, EA said, "It is about funding and offering small studios a level of security with an EA Originals game. Making games is hard. It's a hard business. These developers have taken on the risk of developing a new IP, and great games deserve to be played. So with EA Originals, we want the profits from these games to go into the hands of the studios making them. We want them to be recognized for their work so they can keep innovating and creating, and so players get to play more and more amazing games." Now, because they didn't explicitly say 100% of the proceeds are going to devs there, myself and seemingly a lot of other people just assumed that wasn't the case. I mean, EA has kind of put themselves into a position where everybody assumes the worst, largely because of a bunch of anti-consumer decisions they've made, to be fair. So I feel like they should be just yelling that from the rooftops, because even though we've criticized EA a whole lot over the past year, and I know people will hate me for saying anything even positive about them, EA Originals is ultimately a good program for the industry. Knowing this, I want it to succeed, and I want EA to back more unique independent games so we get more of them. I mean, I've actually seen people saying they won't buy Faye because it's an EA game, but the only people that would actually hurt is Zoink, and any other independent studios that EA might consider funding as part of the EA Originals program in the future. I agree with the vote with your wallet mentality for games, but if you're buying an EA Originals game, remember that you're helping independent developers, and ultimately EA is too. Maybe they'll ramp that up after they see how Faye and A Way Out perform, and we'll get more EA Originals. If it helps the little guys, I'm all for it. Would love to know what you guys think, and hey, if you want to see more videos like this one, check out our feature on why publishers don't realize microtransactions are hurting them too. With that, I'm Alana, and I'll see you guys next time.